Hey everyone, Andrew Morrison here, also known as Andrew the Astrologer. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, this will be episode 2, part 2, pertaining to the upcoming Venus retrograde that will initiate next month in December 2021. So definitely stay tuned and listen to this video all the way throughout. Now, if you are brand new to me, I help both men and women to help them step into their personal power and their worth so they can elevate their income, wealth, careers, and relationships all through the power of astrology. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, consider subscribing below and make sure that all notifications are turned on so you never miss a brand new video here on my channel. And I do post multiple brand new videos every single week. Now, before I get into today's main content, I do have a few spots available if you are really needing some deeper guidance and help with an astrology reading and consultation. The best way to schedule that is to send me a direct email, which my email is posted down in the description down below. Also found below is a link to my free private Facebook group, and we have people all around the world, and this is completely free to join. I just wanted to mention this if this does seem of interest as well. Now, after I posted my episode 1 pertaining to my Venus retrograde forecast that I posted yesterday, actually, I received so many great messages from my followers and members in my astrology Facebook group, and that is really what inspired me to put together this episode 2 pertaining to the upcoming Venus retrograde season, which again will go into effect around the 3rd week of December, so shortly before the holidays and Christmas. And this retrograde season will last all the way until kind of the tail end of January 2022. Now, in my episode part 1, what really stands out that I stated in that episode, which I would highly encourage and recommend you to check out after this video, I did state that what really stands out, particularly about this retrograde season, is that I do feel like the global economy will experience more issues, problems, and challenges along the way. And this is partly because planet Pluto comes into the mix, which Pluto and Venus don't really jive well together. It creates a lot of problems, especially with money, finances, and the financial world and the economic matters that is. So obviously, as so many of you tuning in, especially if you do live in the States, you probably are already aware of inflation, for example, being very problematic and severe this year, especially in 2021, especially for the last several months, which happened around the summer, around late spring, early summer, if you live in the northern hemisphere. So again, the economy definitely looks very concerning from an astrological standpoint. Furthermore, I feel like there will be this continuation of this trend, this pattern, and this energy of gas prices to continue to be very high. I also feel like grocery prices, food prices, restaurant prices will also continue to be high as well. But again, all in all, the economy definitely looks like it will experience some issues and challenges along the way. Now, if you are an individual tuning in to this video and you are into things and activities like investments, for example, this is definitely a time to kind of lay low with the investments or just really be more mindful and be more cautious, because I do feel like many people that are into investments will also experience some problems and some issues in that realm and those activities as well. So again, it's just all in all, be very cautious, be a lot more mindful with your spending habits. Don't spend more than what you have or what you're earning. I do feel like a lot of people will be very impulsive with their money during this time, especially in December around the holiday season. One thing I haven't mentioned in my episode 1 that I also wanted to address is I do feel like, unfortunately, keep in mind, I'm not a negative astrologer. I don't practice this ancient science to be very dark and gloomy and negative. But I do feel, unfortunately, many people all around the world, this will be a global effect. that many people's relationships will take a turn for the worse. Many people's relationships will experience either breakups, separations, possibly divorce. And again, this Venus retrograde is going to be very intense, and I do find it very interesting just as far as the timing goes, based on the fact that not only is it occurring during the holiday season, but this Venus retrograde is also occurring during the eclipse season as well. So, for example, I do feel, again, unfortunately, that many people's relationships, they will experience a lot of deep, dark secrets, possibly cheating, scandals, and all of that will definitely be coming out in the surface, if not in December. This could also occur and bleed into the following month in January. But all in all, I definitely feel I'm picking up, and I foresee that a lot of people will be experiencing um, some problems and issues in regards to their love life. Um, and I also feel that something I talked about in my eclipse videos, particularly the solar eclipse videos here on my channel, because keep in mind the solar eclipse is happening at the beginning of December. Something I mentioned in my solar eclipse videos is that there will be this rise in accidents. So, with that said, I definitely feel, furthermore, that I feel like a lot of people will be overindulging in December, overindulging, over drinking, getting drunk, and not really just kind of being reckless. And unfortunately, I wanted to mention this just because if you do plan on going into experiencing any sort of big holiday parties, just to be mature and be level-headed, and not to be reckless, not to overdrink. Call a taxi if you need to do that. Just because I see a lot of accidents, and I feel like this is very interconnected, of people overindulging and that leading to more accidents, especially if you live in colder climates where you experience more wintry weather, more snow, more blizzards, more ice. Just be very careful, especially next month, especially if you are an individual that does plan on going into big parties, holiday parties, anything like that. So that is also something that I wanted to address in this episode 2 video. Now moving ahead into the month of January 2022, on how this upcoming Venus retrograde will really be playing out. In the month of January, this is really interesting, especially on an astrological level, because keep in mind, in the month of January, just because it is a brand new year, January is very notorious for a time when a lot of people all around the world, but especially in the States, become a lot more serious with their goals and their New Year's resolutions on what they would like to accomplish in the upcoming year. Now, from an astrological standpoint, especially with the Venus retrograde, I definitely feel like in the month of January, many people all around the world will be experiencing a lot of their old passions, hobbies, side hustles, side businesses, their old skill sets, and all that will definitely be coming out to the forefront and out to the surface. So I definitely feel like with the energy, the planetary energy in January, I feel like many people will just be a lot more serious and a lot more serious minded on what's really uh, bringing them fulfillment, what is actually creating happiness and joy and devotional passion into their personal individual realities. You have to understand that planet Venus is also the planet that does pertain to joy, fulfillment, devotional happiness, and fulfillment. So again, I just definitely feel like many people on that note will really take a hard, close look and deep examination on, matters of if their line of work and their job is really bringing them joy, fulfillment, and passion in their life. Because I definitely feel like many people, especially in the month of January and February, will be making some major changes, so they definitely are more in alignment with what they came here on planet Earth to do and to accomplish. Now, I hope you found this episode 2 pertaining to the upcoming Venus retrograde very informative and helpful. And if so, I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section down below. And again, as a friendly reminder, if you are really needing deeper guidance and help, I'd love to sit down with you and work with you with a astrological reading and consultation. And you can schedule and book that by sending me a direct email, which is posted down in the description down below. And again, I'll see you in the upcoming videos ahead.